Well, the holidays are a popular time to pop the question, so that means by January, brides-to-be are in full planning mode. And here to help you plan is Nora Sheils from Bridal Bliss with examples of what is going to be popular this season. I love talking about weddings.
I do too.
I know. And you have some great ideas today, the trends that you're going to be seeing, and then I know you just went to a big show in New York, and,
yes,
and things that you're helping brides plan for the upcoming year. So the first tip you have is to mix up the table arrangement.
Right. I think we've all walked into a banquet space or a wedding where it's just a sea of round tables, and it's just kind of boring and not really exciting to look at. So a really easy way and inexpensive way to change things up is to include square tables or long banquet style tables. I really like the long ones because you can do so much with decor, and it really makes a statement.
And if you don't know how to arrange them, you obviously can have your coordinator help you decide, because there are so many great ways to put the tables together that are really pleasing.
Definitely. Just adds so much interest. So.
Okay. You say that this year, brides and grooms should soften up the flower arrangements, not just bouquets, but what you're seeing on the tables and around the rooms.
So it's a big trend for this year. The last few years, we've seen more kind of modern, hard edges, really clean lines.
So what do you mean by soften up then?
So if you look at this amazing bouquet, it's by Haley over at Zest, and it's all garden roses. So it's really fluffy and soft and romantic. So it's kind of going back to tradition a little bit more than like the clean, super straight lines.
They've opened up too, so you don't have those tight roses that you might see in a bouquet. Okay, a lot of brides and grooms went to the more casual, shabby chic weddings over the past couple of years. We're now taking a turn back to the more refined and classier weddings, right?
So we're seeing a little more glitz and glam, whether it's in the decor or the centerpieces, or I'm seeing a lot more black tie optional weddings, which is a little odd for Portland, but so much fun.
Yeah, it's a departure from what we've seen over the past few years. People can get dressed up again and make it a little bit more glitzy and glamour. All right, save the dates have become so popular over the years, and people are always trying to come up with unique ways to do it. You suggest doing something like this.
So a video that you can send your guests the link to, so they learn a little bit about you, they see your favorite things, and it's just a more kind of unique way to do it and learn a little bit about the couple at the same time.
That is so fun. And you get the music that you want, and something that really embodies you as a couple.
And it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, whether you have a friend shoot it or a videographer, you're going to save on the printing costs, you're going to save on the postage.
Yeah, it's a great way to save money.
And it's just so memorable.
And save the dates
people remember that.
are so important to do, because you definitely want people to look ahead. Okay, late night treats.
Late night treats.
Explain to people what this is if they're not familiar.
Okay, so you're at a wedding, you have spent all day there, you're drinking, you're dancing, it's like 11:30, and you want something sweet or salty. So waiters come out, they have maybe mini burgers and french fries, or ice cream sandwiches.
Milk and cookies or something.
Milk and cookies, yeah.
So it's just a surprise element.
Just a surprise. I love keeping guests on their toes, so that's a really great way to do it, and it's always a big hit.
I love it. And one more, you say that couples really need to get back to personalizing their weddings, and that's going to be very big this year.
And that's what I'm seeing more and more, is that brides want their wedding to be unique. They don't want it to be like any of their girlfriends' weddings, and they want it to be memorable. So they infuse pieces of their personality. So I have a wedding this summer where the bride is obsessed with desserts. So after dinner, we're unveiling this huge, amazing dessert buffet.
I love it.
I had another wedding recently where the bride was an art teacher, and instead of a traditional guest book, they had this blank canvas where guests had paintbrushes and colors, and they could do a design or leave a note or whatever, and it just kind of incorporated their personalities and their interests.
Makes it memorable, and folks will be talking about your wedding for years down the road. Nora, always good to see you. Thank you so much. And you know what? Nora has a lot more trends to tell you about. The hottest wedding trends for 2012. We have a link to Nora's website on our website, kptv.com.